The real estate roller coaster that nobody's talking about. One minute you're celebrating, yeah, you're crushing it. Next minute you're in a deep depression, wondering why those referrals and all those leads that you bought, all of those open houses you're doing, the 6 open houses a month that your coach told you to do aren't working. And you're working harder, but let's be frank, it's exhausting and you don't really feel like you're working smarter. So the problem is the old way's broken. And I want to be like 100% real with you, and I want to be transparent. The old school tactics, the LP Mama, the Ninja, the Ford, all that BS that they taught you, it's all kind of like trying to catch a pig with a grease wet noodle. You're told to rely on referrals, and then you're also told to get 5 other lead sources. But here's the truth. The deals that most agents converting, which is about 25% of their appointments to paychecks, is about 23%, which means that's 2.3 out of every 10 people end up in a paycheck for you, but you're leaving like 77% of your potential business is being left on the table. And here's the crazy part. You bought leads, you've done some social media, you've changed brokerages, you've gone from one team to another team, from one brokerage to another brokerage, but you got a database, a CRM, that's like an old leftover pair of jeans that looked great on the hanger, but they don't fit you no more. And 90%, right? 90% of the people we talk to should never buy a lead again. Why? Because you're not calling the people you've already paid for. 90% of people shouldn't do an open house again. Why? Because you're not calling the open house people that you've already worked hard for. Like, what's going on here, folks? And the truth is that what you need to do is get the recipe right. There's a secret weapon that top agents use, and this is how they convert more. And if you could convert the referrals, the open houses, the online leads, if you could convert those people that you've already done the work for, you've already paid for, more effortlessly, if you could walk into a buyer presentation, a listing presentation, and instead of you going in there and talking about the house, instead of you doing a tour of the home, instead of you talking about the future house that they want to buy, if you knew how to talk about market strategies, market dynamics, if you knew how to talk about the 3 pricing strategies that every buyer and seller needs to know, if you knew how to talk about offer strategies, if you could talk about the buyer universe and the seller universe and how you help your clients with the strategic advantage when it comes to buying and selling their home, instead of just doing what every other agent does, which is you go in a listing, you knock on their, oh my God, your house is so beautiful. Oh my God, thank you so much for letting me come over. And you say thank you 37 times and your desperation seeps through your pores like sweat seeping out of you in a sauna. And then you turn every conversation into a pushy sales process. When you say you don't want to be pushy, but you're using old school method, LP Mama and Ninja and Ford and all these old school tactics, which force you to be pushy. And then people say, hey, we really like you, but we want to talk to you. Can you call us next month? Hey, we really like you, but we want to go with our neighbor. Hey, we really liked you, but we never talked to you again. And then you send them an email. Hey, what was it that I did that could be better? And they never talk to you again, because why would they tell you? You should know why you weren't able to cure their cancer. So let me introduce you to the Trust, Rapport, Influence Sales method, a psychology-based non-pressure methodology to teach you how to have more authentic conversations. TRIS method is not just a script. It's not another script. It's not one of the thousands of scripts out there. It's a psychology-based driven system that makes you a logical choice in your client's mind, because we help you go from I don't know you to getting them to talk about their goals, to getting them to see that there's value to having a person there, right? We're following the Russell Brunson model, the Tony Robbins model, the Sharon Srivastava models, and we're teaching you how to have better conversations. And this comes from a place of proven success. We're talking about the strategies that I honed in my real estate career, where I did over $250 million in sales in about 5.5 years. I've built multiple 7-figure businesses around this model, and we've achieved crazy results for our clients. In fact, I use the same stuff that I learned when I was 17-year-old selling Cutco knives to Mrs. Jones, right? Door to door, sold millions of knives. But what we teach you is a battle-tested expert model that's called TRIS, Trust, Rapport, Influence, Sales. Because without trust, there's no rapport. Without rapport, there's no influence. Without no influence, you're just looking for more leads, spending money and time you don't have. I don't teach you how to be salesy. I teach you how to understand the human psychology, the behavior, the triggers, the urgencies that build trust and foster communication in seconds, not hours, not weeks, not months. So there's 3 ways that TRIS works. We have this incredible program, right? And what we do for you is we give you an instant feedback loop, right? So we allow you to get off the solo agent island. We have a live training session, right, every week, which has high impact, psychology-driven coaching with real-time feedback. And we're gonna work alongside of you to refine your skills, help you learn how to handle objections the right way, not the old way, and to build your confidence to close consistently. The second part is our psychology-based approach. And we take you from I don't know you, where prospect says I don't know you, or you don't know them and you're scared, to close sales with our proven TRIS method. We're gonna install our 5-star TRIS appointment booking formula system, install our buyer and listing presentations, our $1 million buyer and listing presentation. We're gonna install our open house system. We're gonna teach you how to call expireds and circle prospect. This isn't fluff. This is a system that I built on human behavior, psychology, right? And it's not just that it's a better script, it's logical. It helps the prospect go one step at a time through the process, and it teaches you how to tie them down throughout the process so that your closing rate goes from 23% to 50, 60, 70, and some of our top agents are closing 80 and 90% of the appointments they go because they have a better system. And the third part is our accountability. And we know that everybody loves and hates accountability, but this is how you actually win more sales and become the 2.0 version of yourself. We know you're that person. You need to believe it too. So our program is built around dashboards, check-ins, and feedback that tracks your progress and exposes the gap between where you want and where you're at. Our clients don't run from accountability, although they don't always love it. They embrace it because that's exactly what is going to help you double and triple your income. Because if you knew what to do and you were doing it, you wouldn't be sitting here watching and reading our little letter here. So again, we have solo agents that are going from 8, 10, 12 deals a year to 24, 36, 48, even upwards of 50. Without teams. We have teams that are coming in and they're installing our methodology and they're doing 100+ transactions in under 12 months. They're not just closing deals, they're building legacies. And this is because of the TRIS model. Watch the testimonials below from people just like you, people who are spending money, working hard, and not getting the results they want, because the track record below is undeniable. If you're tired of leaving deals on the table, if you're ready to stop using outdated tactics and you want to start converting like a pro, it's time to unlock your full sales potential. Click below and learn how to work with us. All of the information about how to work with us is right here in this 1-page document. Why? Because we want you to see exactly what we offer, transparent. Nobody wants to get on a call again in 2026. Nobody wants to be pressured. Nobody wants to have more information. Nobody wants an email. Nobody wants a gimmick. People just want to know what we offer, and that's what we offer. We offer our online academy, we offer our group coaching calls, and we offer our accountability. Why? Because we know that if you do the things that we ask you to do, and you study 29 minutes a day, 3 to 5 days a week, and you follow my process that I've laid out, you are going to change your business. And so click below, see what it takes to work with us, watch the interviews, watch the testimonials, go look at our Google reviews. And if you want to know why people are winning, it's not because they have the best leads, it's because they have the best sales process and they know how to talk to the leads the best way.